the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Dr. Mamudu Bawumia Ejebo Eja Enya Babedu. Mino Kasa idie eyade say Dr. Mamudu Bawumia eden campaign team ababetu edwa sanso ena eleya Dr. Mamudu Bawumia apa nipa 24 a one a member edemane 2024 manifesto team yura chairman sabonsu and LED as a chairman na me no kasa idea so far aka nyoma nkiti bi obeye say one obeyi nipa ono ebeka no ho metre running mate na de toso mienu na wotini ede na nisu ade hu na say ni manifesto aba abeto abonten na afi one ats form na campaign ye no ahya ase te say de NDC amanyekuo no ahya ase say one day one eba 24-hour economy ena obey no ena Dennis Miracle Aboagye ede atuga say afei ena ahya ase de Dr. Mamudu Bawumia police ode abeto abonten ema NDC for headache no. This is just the beginning. Nemum say ena Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ifri na eko yobe no nyama
ede few names are person mo share campaign no various areas emano ebeto abon.
Yes.
Nti endra no na oguso as part of ahoboabo na say the manifesto nsem so. You know, Vice President is one of the people who are strong believers. Say abato de so bi koto aba mane nyina so nti a onto aba
ne ma
na nyina so no e say ye nyina so a fa ne na brabo ene ne nkanko ho. Nti when it comes to issue based campaign there, he is an advocate, a strong advocate for it. And the manifesto is one of the touch points are often very, very, very serious.
Oh, okay.
Tiendrano, or they're not so to Akwemu. First of all, your campaign, the actual campaign team of Dr. Mamudu Bawumia, and you're now home paper. The real campaign team, no, the close to 7 million MPP sympathizers and voters across the country, you know. On day-to-day basis, you know, Dr. Mamudu Bawumia counting on them. So Mubed Nancy Abua,
yes,
Aton Nsem no Amagana for Nina Atua Biden Amano. Ubi campaign team members no Eddie Ras already. They call a Meko meeting, they call youth meeting, YPG, MYF meetings. They call Pentecost and Paiboase, they call Yase, they call Jaso, and they rabbi to ensure say Dr. Mamudu Bawumia the message, you know, a bit true from. And see, key the friends campaign team. Then we have the MPP party executives, over 200,000 MPP party executives across the country, 38,622 polling stations in the each of them your party executives. The actual campaign team of the Bawumia campaign because Abani 20 polling station and then we know because when him say easy an average of about 500 maximum
per polling station.
Yes. A few outliers but I don't want to reach 500 maximum per polling station and in each polling station you have minimum 5 party executives the campaign team Nankasa Dr. Mamudu Bawumia apa omo say omo hwena omo kra ne campaign at the polling station. Before home paper no so dey omo ye omo a anopa no Bawumia sorry no be free bisa say boso me free ho no say yakoyesi wo akosi san no omo no makohwa ye den ama no onya ya nanka no pa bi ono abetumi afa phone no wa free nipa 7 million na 200,000 ni nyina across Ghana no wa hwe de ekoso but isane so no nkwan to me yes akọ say nyanti na wa pumping for ya won krata yi so omo ba be hwe yes aboa coordinate
a campaign
but the real campaign to be na maka.
But even that no you might have heard the criticism of that list. Say nipa 14 also how can somebody who is promising to use 50 ministers, deputies, regional ministers to govern this country now the campaign team in nipa 40 you've heard that criticism
campaign here governance we be govern on Maya medical ka say your business model no
yes
and a human resource awon here when is what they hu na wo de ba be chechire o man no and be nipa do aba benya and you amembu no
yes
campaign enya membu campaign no ne su ene ne ban enko enti wo be run a campaign wo pese wasem no edru fam na edru dipa close obi say 14 million
yes
eso na wo ka wasem kire mu a
Asempa FM
say ya wo be to apon so no esronko from say we say me bu man na membu no me mani so de hu mako edioson enie enti wo tena say oh me hwa me to me the chieftaincy ministry any local government any sanitation abom aye ministry baako don't forget say me kasa maka abomu a sa nipa baako na mienu no mo ye ministers and deputy was our ministry no enyo mo kwa no ba be adwuma no the civil service architecture of ministry of sanitation CCR no and the civil service architecture of local government and the civil service architecture of
sanitation
no
yes
ni nyina ewo ho ntomo nyina bebo ha enti e bia waka bomu de but in actual sense the reality is that see I say ya ka ministries abomu a the architecture of human resource at the ministries no we nim say ensesa yes ministers e bia no kombe ensia no and I so aye ni mi nti still wa boafo bebre on be dey on be bebo aye adwuma no nti the correlation is completely misplaced. We are running a campaign, a decentralized campaign for 38,622 polling stations to reach out to 14 million people. And you can imagine. And that's why, for example, we will say our middle belt coordinator,
yes,
our northern belt coordinator, our coastal belt coordinator.
Also. Sure.
Embra or Nam Savannah Northeast area campaign no why na one campaign for ne party for area adwuma around central region, western region, voter region, the coastal areas no one na ehwe ama me say na be obekọ beba no obetubi ate de ekoso wo fam na wotumi e de awode ayi den ahyem
yes
nipa baako na nipa baako no ye no kwa na ba be adwuma no ono de nim keke one party for dodo na anti campaign de ye 40 o me say over 200,000 party executives plus 7 million Ghana for omo GDS sonko e wo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni omo no mo campaign team no and that is campaign. You cannot compare running a political party campaign to running a state. They are not the same. I don't know the basis. I don't even see any common denominator in that comparison. They are completely different.
Baba, again, so have you heard the criticism about some of the roles in the campaign team, look superfluous in the acquire say distinguishing roles for example the campaign chairman and strategist and a campaign manager.
Okay, and again you always need to understand the model and then you appreciate the issues. In terms of reference, in terms of reference there is no confusion. Campaign strategy group say plan ben and a quite benny a person first one you run a campaign.
Yes,
a saying a couple do saying yeah no be 2 months then I say you found March then you person April you person you say you give say be far your company moon you say you rally back in June a year so rally no crowd in fan ha. That's a strategy. They are thinking. They're thinking for the campaign. So I just say, oh we are on day-to-day basis, no. My planning and strategizing what they may and yes, our strategy group, no. And you know, coffee regions in mono akwakoye implementation, no. And see the campaign management group, no. Campaign manager, no. Na obabeje strategy the plan I associate with them
now we implement
and in its implementation it's a national campaign. Obi, why running national campaign da?
No,
it's a lot of work into where you a deputy campaign manager you're responsible for research and elections on also no pa what's a campaign manager and a flag bearer and year campaign year constituency visits year regional visits a sheshi and crowdfunding common. We need research to be able to back the area. Can you believe if the same person is also coordinating or monitor research? Why have a Juma na de atosi inti ba kubi wo ho ne de osoro no pa whilst one is on the field the focal area in the research and they plenty mushroom info friend say research companies naba omo ti dem no ma plot no ma graph we dey be nam Twitter oboni team no project as a political party we won't run a campaign blind. You better run a campaign with our own data, set of data and research to ensure say every step along the way it's guided by that research. Research in America who say you could see a very important platform. It's about 3 years. Say you make sure say your representation is strong. Because research tells us say a lot of young followers it's you could see say. It is so be bad no be cast na no cry man ntwom kra na abeti no because we have our own set of data. So there's somebody responsible for that. It tells you how serious we are as a political party with this campaign. Now, in the elections, in Ghana's election, on the day of elections, you talk about you talk parliamentary elections, you talk presidential elections. If you don't take care, what is likely to happen to you as a political party? Say, what do you focus in presidential? So, it's more strategy, no more tactics in a presidential. But when you say about we between, we call the one man yes one, our Eastern regional dynamics in a difference on that. Issues in a different crowd. You'll be surprised. Will be real constituency be no more the AG or Mujas or Tobano. And it has nothing to do with all the things you discuss here. And that would have a direct implication on the young parliamentary candidate or what's that area. And then Ghana, it can become quite obvious. Political parties more run elections and one we don't call parliamentary. We should see here. So we have somebody who is solely dedicated to ensuring say neni eko yen parliamentary candidates no omunyuma omoye omo campaign omo running. What is the feedback from the constituencies? What are people saying about the candidate? Is the candidate working? Is the candidate on the ground? You're working. There's been situations
yes.
You candidates be here. You two Obama no be candidate no to control with all back to Ghana na 3 months to elections. We'll be so ready to win election amount. But you see, if you don't take care, you have one person you call campaign man or non quantity. Neni the candidate the chief flag bearer the chief.
Yes.
When so better now with parliamentary elections na day. So that is how we've segmented your campaign. We've decentralized it. We've created focal areas for people to concentrate. So when we go and we come and sit in the strategy room, what the campaign strategist is doing is say,
yes,
manager for parliamentary affairs, elections and research. Manager only flag bearer now the friend road manager and our campaign coordinator. Okay, research what is happening. You call Ashanti region by no, Mako CHD, Mako Totunipa no. What is the feedback? The end of movie says yeah, that research person. Because he has been working specifically for Sa Ejuma, which is the research in internal. And yet they cry. Obeba no
Tibuda
Kono, Dr. Anthony Tibuda. So what do you say?
Now, Osebo Swamwa parliamentary campaign.
And see, baby, say, honorable be. Now, into, for example, I just one constituency.
Yes.
And Lower Menya. We have Lower Menya constituency. It's one of the seats that the NDC are completely disregarding the people. Because when say they be on to Abamom. And the people are angry with them. Feel say, they be, you have to Abamom, you are not even in touch with us. I'm a candidate, no, you better know.
Lower Menya crop.
You better know.
Unim ni pakro.
Oh, I mean no ade.
Your friend oblite
ye betu no.
Oblite your friend is simple. Labi.
Me see ye betu no. Enti you see so technically no you realize say immediately sir deputy manager responsible for parliamentary affairs strategies in be bitan on ba be chechim 275 constituencies no say ne yakwa kodru constituency ha no aidin kakra ahana emre ese yakokọ bo na ekọ ese ba no ahana ese dan to asa candidate ohia mboa e wo kwan we so ono na dwuma no is focus because all this while ono deputy manager in charge of parliamentary affairs or yes I dwuma we no na campaign manager so Flabber enam kwan so na direct campaign manager responsible for election and research and research into Yebishia they will all give their feedback. Then based on the feedback we are getting, the strategist group would also say, okay, sanitary, and then we have fun to see. The next 1 month, say, the next 2 months, say, no more teach, no more chef from each, no more to Tonyama, no more have feedback. That is how we have structured.
Ibrahim Anyas, no better than he is deputy manager for the presidential campaign.
Exactly. So on say, the focal area and kasa is the presidential elections. And honorable will be focal area and kasa any parliamentary. Into honorable will be no the parliamentary candidates across the country and what is happening in the constituencies. And then Ibrahim Anyas is paying very close attention to what is going on with the presidential elections, so that there are no little details left out. It will not say, oh yeah, hey, need you ya say they need the presidential elections campaign nichi. Because what we call says we almost say you bet MP candidates, be 20 year MPP president candidates. We call say you almost say you bet MPP president candidate, be MP candidate. Who is looking at these? There are 2 different individuals on your ballot on the 7th of December. Each of these 2 individual candidates, of utmost importance to us as a political party. So we are keeping an eye on all of them. And in keeping an eye on them, we have somebody paying attention to the parliamentary candidate in your constituency, and somebody paying attention to the presidential candidate in your constituency. And then we have somebody looking at the research and elections only to back the decisions that we are going to be taking.
If you have a campaign management team on the ground, then why do you need a campaign coordinator?
Because the campaign coordinator is going to permanently live in the sector and make sure say what better way you may be now. You see, there's a regional campaign coordinating team, constituency for BTB, polling station for BTB, election area for BTB. Candidates na babe 1991 research for a year or more. Who is there on day-to-day basis? Obeji Nsem-Pii tentem no Aboagye no na babedu campaign management strategies no. The country is big,
but I don't know because if you pick somebody like Mavis Awakums or your MP or Central Region, we're putting her in charge as coordinator for Coastal Zone. In the Coastal Belt, no more regional executives in all the regions there. And the regions can do the coordinator.
Exactly. So the
regional executive.
Yeah, so the middle belt coordinator's responsibility is to make sure say we're synthesizing all these other regency issues. No? So what you say? Because for example, say strategy transfer, and you have to now say, 16 regional
chairman and
I say about there be. So the first point of call when we have an issue in that coastal area is the coordinator and the team. And then the coordinator will say, this constituency in this area, these are the issues, and then these are. You always have somebody to call right there and then. And you always have somebody on the ground also dealing with the issues. Because you can imagine, say, Obia the Nasamo Ba Accra. Just imagine, say, Obia the Nasamo Ba Accra. There are some of the issues that they can be resolved at the constituency level. There are some of the issues that once you resolve at the constituency level, about regional level. But the regional level, I didn't just at once, a friend is saying and crying. There's a coordinator who is there with you, who is on daily basis engaging you. That should be able to resolve those issues with you before they get to the center. It is here to me and delay with the Kranaba Center. That is the whole essence. Decentralization is the best form of management in every aspect to ensure say we are able to focus on the issues, because you have people responsible for small areas in the campaign, and then we can resolve issues quickly and focus on things and get them done as quickly as possible.
And you have a campaign advisory committee.
Yes. Somebody is cut out for them. Is straightforward.
Yes, or somebody is straightforward. But then the senior campaign aides, what would they be doing?
So the flag bearer moves. When the flag bearer is moving into a constituency or a region to go and campaign, the flag bearer doesn't move alone.
Yes.